Hello and welcome. It's a proud moment to be here. We are unveiling Exposure Management, our newest addition to the Elements platform. Nico, can you a little bit talk about why this is so important right now?
It will be my absolute pleasure, so thank you so much, and thank you everybody for being here today. I want to set the scenery right first, and I want to tell you a little bit about my morning routine. I'm really passionate about technology, and what I love to watch every morning is my newsfeed. I'm always in know about new discoveries and technology improvements. AI is everywhere, and there are so many improvements on a daily basis, which is fascinating. Now, I must admit my mood is quite often ruined by cybersecurity breaches. I mean, Arturi already gave you a little bit of the hint of how I feel bad, and thank you to Arturi, I feel even worse right now with all the headlines he showed you before. Let's talk a little bit about the pain points. What is our mission? We want to keep our estate safe. There are many pain points we feel as per today, but I want to highlight a few of those. Mika, first of all, identities. We have digitalized all of them. How beautiful it is. All the information easily reachable with few clicks. On the other side, attackers are getting faster, smarter. They are weaponizing, for example, AI against us, and this is, as a result, ends up into even more elaborated phishing campaigns. Maybe another good topic, cloud adoption. We can scale horizontally now. There are so many advantages. For example, we can stay hybrid, we can go full cloud. It doesn't matter, but it's here and it's going to stay. So this means that from the asset management point of view, our life is getting more and more complicated on a daily basis. There are also old school stuff that is still out there. Vulnerabilities, they're not going to go away. On a daily basis, we always have new discoveries on maybe old vulnerabilities that now have become more relevant because are actively exploited in the wild. And maybe the last bit is about technology obsolescence. We know it's a thing, and we know we have to constantly consider that. I hope I didn't ruin anybody's mood. I promise you, I'm the bad cop here. We will change the scenery later. So, again, our mission. We want to keep our estate safe. So what matters is, if I need to take an action today to make my estate safer, what would be right now the most relevant thing to do?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good question. You, our partners, you have told us that it's really difficult to know which problems you should be fixing in your environment and what problem is more urgent than the other. Moreover, you told us that it's really difficult to explain to your customer and convince them that why they should take these actions to make their environment more secure. The picture here tries to describe the attack surface, all of the problems, findings, posture problems, vulnerabilities that you have there, and you can have tens of thousands of those there. And now with exposure management, you can actually turn that around. How? By looking at your attack surface through the lens of the attacker. So really, what the product is doing, that it's playing what attacker is thinking and simulating and how attacker would move through your environment. And then this helps us to kill those attack bots. Of course, this is something that doesn't happen by itself. It takes a lot of intelligence, a lot of hard work. Nico, can you tell us a little bit what's under the hood? How we actually made all of this possible?
It will be my absolute pleasure. First of all, I've been working in this company for many years, and I had the privilege and the honor to sit with many, many talented people. Great developers, great products we built, great services. For those who are familiar with the color coding scheme, I'm actually referring to the offensive side, for example, so the red side, and then the defensive side, the blue side, and then the purple in the middle. So this means that exposure management is the culmination of a combination of activities conducted from a development point of view and from a cybersecurity people expertise put at our disposal. So for example, in terms of services and in terms of like people expertise, red teaming exercise, those are the lessons we're learning on the offensive side. Or, for example, compromise assessment exercise or penetration testing. You can name it. There's many, many activities you do on the offensive side. On the defensive side, and I'm referring in this case of managed services, for example, managed detection and response, external attack surface management, or incident response. Those are all good lessons. Now, good lessons can go alongside very well with development expertise. So in exposure management, we are putting everything together. From a data point of view, we're collecting data from a vulnerability management, from identity, from the digital perimeter, from if you're a cloud adopter, for a cloud security posture. Then we are contextualizing this data against threat intelligence. What matters right now? What is trending? This means that what we've built, which is actually well hidden under the hood, is what we call holistic decision engine. So I want to pick what you just said before, looking at the attacker, looking inside the mind of the attacker and through the attacker lenses. This is what we do. Using this data, we draw in the engine attack paths. So we don't talk anymore about a single asset problem, but what we say is, if I was the attacker, what I would do to go from 0 to hero or from 0 to game over. Then all these paths are prioritized by the nastiest one and then going downward. And then at the end of the day, our mission in exposure management is to make your life easier. So we'll give you in the UI, in the dashboard, the top 4, top 5 activities we would like you to take an action on that will have an immediate effect on your security posture. More information, we can share that later. But, Mika, can you tell us a little bit more? How did we get here?
Yeah. One of the main values at WithSecure is doing things together. It's in the core of the co-security. And also, when we have been creating this product, we did it through co-creation. It means that we actually built this product together with you. You were able to influence how the product looks like. That process, that journey has been very rewarding, and it has really helped to build this product for you. I collected some quotes here on the slide, what we've heard along the way. And I think one of the main topics that we constantly heard is that with exposure management, you're actually now in position to convince your customers about the necessity of fixing these problems. One funny anecdote was that when we had a session and we were going through the attack path findings, and he told us that this particular customer is taking very good care of the environment on a daily basis, looking at the vulnerabilities. And then it turned out that our engine found an attack path which was pretty severe, and it actually went through that guy's own computer. He was not aware of that, neither were you. So it was just pretty good example how this product can work. Generally, the messages have been that the findings, the type of findings that we have found in the co-creation are such that you want to take them to the company management, to the CEO, CIO, CFO, for discussion that we actually really need to fix this. Together also means that we don't just give you the product, but we also deliver services to go with it. Elevate is one example where if you have a finding, you have a recommendation, and you want to ask help or clarification from WithSecure experts, you can just easily elevate that to the WithSecure team for getting guidance. At this point, I want to warmly thank the co-creation partners, Axos, Friendly, Activity, and T-Hold, who have been with us along the whole way. And then we have a long list of prototype partners who have helped us to shape the product and comment and give feedback on how the product actually looks like. So thank you for that. Now, we have launched the first version of the product today. It's available. You can use it. You don't have to take our word for it. But first of all, if you want to join the early access program, there's the QR code. Please scan that. More than 200 of you have already joined. Next on stage, my colleague Hannu Simonen is going to come and talk about and actually show how the product works. And then we have the demo booth over there, so if you didn't yet go, feel warmly welcome to look at the demo and see how the product actually works and does its magic. So yeah, I think with those words, I want to thank you and I want to welcome you to the journey of co-creation and making exposure management reality and taking it further.
Thank you, Mavi.
Thank you.
Thank you, Domernico and Mika. And you said 200 partners already in the early adopter program?
Yes, that's correct.
Really, really cool. One question from the audience. Sorry, 1 second.
In one of your slides, you had a network management and you had an asterisk underneath that. Is there any significance to that?
So we define network devices as unmanaged. So this means that at the early adopter phase, which is this one, we're not yet talking about integration with third party. Now we need you during the early adopter phase to start collecting feedback in regards of how much is the fidelity when it comes to those specific assets. If, for example, scanning from outside from a vulnerability management point of view, or the identity is still running inside the same asset, we will work together on that.
Yeah.
More information will be shared later through the roadmap.
Good catch. You watched closely.
Okay. Thanks for the updates and insights once again.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.